Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's equipment review time. And today we're going to be reviewing the 12-inch SE Pocket Sluice, as you can see here. And I'm going to be running this through it, which is 6 pounds of material, 2 pounds of minus 10, 2 pounds of minus 20, and 2 pounds of minus 40. And to that, we're going to add this, which you probably can't see, but is exactly 100 pieces of gold. Again, in the minus 10 classification. So there is a lot of tiny gold in here, and we're going to see if this sluice can catch it all. And the reason why I'm doing exactly 100 pieces of gold is because it is a much easier way to check a percentage rate for what the retention rate is on this sluice. If I go by weight, a scale can fluctuate a 0.05 amount each time you use it. So I don't want the scale to just have a bad day and change the outcome. This way I can count the exact number of pieces that this sluice catches and see if it's a 1% all the way up to a 100% retention rate. So let's flash up the description, and then we're going to go to my testing rig, run this material, and listen to some music. Well, finish running all that material through the sluice, and before I show you the results on what it captured, I wanted to show the sluice off a little bit closer. Now, as you can see, it has two very large riffles on it here and here, as well as some smaller typical riffles you'll see spread out throughout. And a couple, these are straight up and down riffles with no actual angle on them, and they did catch some gold. So overall, pretty nice little assortment of riffles in this 12-inch sluice to try and help you catch some gold. Now, when I was finished running the 6 pounds of material through this sluice, this is what was left over to pan out. And this is 1.2 ounces of material. So it turned 6 pounds of material into 1.2 ounces. After using this sluice, you won't have very much material left over to pan out to find the gold that it might have captured. And how much gold did it capture? Well, let's show you. This is what it captured. I started with exactly 100 pieces of gold, and this right here is 98 pieces. Now, I did run the material a second time, and I found this. 2 last lone pieces. So in the end, after running this material 2 times, it captured 100% of the gold I put through. All right, finished calculating my numbers, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was the SE Prospector's Choice Pocket Size Sluice. Its product name is the GPSB36PT. I got this from Amazon. Its cost was $18.99. Shipping was free with Prime, so total cost right here, $18.99. Now, I ran 6 pounds of material through this. I have a standard of 3 pounds per 6 inches of sluice, and this was a 12-inch sluice, so 6 pounds of material. And in the end, it ran all that material and reduced it down to 1.2 ounces to pan out. I tested this sluice with exactly 100 pieces of gold from -10 all the way down, 20 pieces being in the -10, 30 pieces being in the -20, and 50 pieces being in the -40 classification. The material was run once, where I then took out the material, panned it out, got all the gold, and then reran all the material a second time. The first recovery rate was 98 pieces, while the second time was 2 pieces, giving me a 100% gold recovered running it 2 times, which gives me a retention rate of 99%. I average out the 2 runs, and that gives me a 99%, 98% on the first run, and 100% with a second run. For functionality, I'm going to give this a 10. It took a lot of material all the way down to 1.2 ounces and captured all the gold. And even if you only want to run it once, you're getting a 98% capture rate, which is really, really good. Because to be honest, I did not think this would capture that much gold. SE is known for putting out a lot of low-cost prospectors tools, and they're not always the best quality. But this one is actually pretty good. It captures the gold, which is the most important thing when you're getting a sluice. So again, 10 for functionality. Now for craftsmanship, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It is a rubber sluice, so I don't think over a long period of time it will maintain its shape, and it will eventually start to warp or deform and maybe not work as good as it did when new. So 8 for craftsmanship. For ease of setup and use, I'm going to give it a 10. It's a 12-inch sluice. You only have to add a small drop to it, and you can pretty much drop it into a stream or add some water to it from whatever source you may have, and it works really, really well. So 10 for ease of setup and use. For customer service and shipping, I'm going to give it a 2 for customer service and a 10 for shipping. I got this through Amazon, so the shipping is incredibly fast. But for customer service, there's no real way to talk to the original builders of this. They're just a big company that mass produces these items, and there's no real way to ask them any real world questions. So they're only getting a 2 for customer service. I don't think you'll really have any major questions to ask them. You can pretty much figure anything out because, again, it is only a 12-inch sluice. So overall, they're getting a 6 for customer service and shipping, giving the Prospector's Choice Pocket Sluice a total score of 8.8. And again, I am really, really surprised at how well this sluice handled that material and the gold. I thought the 6 pounds of material would probably overrun this sluice, and I would end up having to run it more than 2 times to get that 100 pieces of gold back out of it because I really didn't want to pan 6 pounds. But it surprised me, and only 2 runs, it caught 100% of the gold. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below.